The following episode of The Kingdom of Isolation contains footage from the film being discussed. The footage is used solely for the purposes of education, commentary, and criticism under fair use. Please support the animators by watching this film on Disney Plus or home media where available. This episode also contains spoilers throughout. Hello my fellow Disney fans and welcome to the Kingdom of Isolation, where in times of trouble why not celebrate the magic of Disney. I'm Kenzie and today we're journeying back to ancient China again. But this time it's not the legend of the warrior who saved her father. Nope, it's a direct-to-video sequel that somehow achieved the impossible. A 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's Mulan 2, released direct-to-video in 2004. It is a movie that dares to ask, what if Mulan, the fearless warrior who defied tradition and defeated the Huns, making a man out of us, being as swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, and all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon, spent her sequel planning a wedding. And in doing so, Disney somehow turned a story about courage and honor into a 79-minute argument about arranged marriage and talking dragons who sound like they want to go home. Mulan 2 reunited most of the original voice cast, but none of the original magic. Critics called it a disappointment, a mistake, and one reviewer simply wrote, "Why?" So today, we'll march into battle once more through recycled animation, baffling romance plots, and a complete disregard for everything that made the first Mulan great. Because here in the Kingdom of Isolation, we don't just talk about movies. We honor the good ones. We remember the movies that are good and bad. And sometimes, we suffer through the bad ones so you don't have to. And I made that sound like me being nostalgia critic. Please do not sue me for copyright! So grab your sword, hide your expectations, and let's bring dishonor to this film. This was completed 6 years after the first Mulan movie, and there were considerations of a third Mulan film. Oh, great. But the idea was scrapped, mercifully, along with many other planned sequels after John Lasseter became CCO, Chief Creative Officer of both Disney and Pixar. Good, because as we're about to see, this should not have been made either. Mulan's family name Fa should be pronounced Hua. Fa is South Chinese or Cantonese pronunciation used in Hong Kong and the surrounding area. And the Hua pronunciation is the North Chinese Mandarin pronunciation used in much of China and on state television. Both share the same written form and meaning flower. The Chinese dub uses the Hua pronunciation as Mandarin is China's official language. A clause in Eddie Murphy's contract for doing Shrek 2 forbade him from reprising the role of Mushu in this film, therefore having his other voice actor, Mark Moseley, a man best known for filling in for Murphy's characters like Mushu and Donkey in their TV and video game appearances. Yikes! And he filled in for him in this film. Double yikes. Before Mark Moseley was selected, Morgan Freeman, Mel Brooks, Tom Hanks, Dan Castellaneta, Tom Kenny, Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Robin Williams, Carl Reiner, Patrick Stewart, Harry Shearer, William Shatner, Jeffrey Tambor, Jack Black, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and Martin Short were all selected to voice him. Any one of those. Preferably Morgan Freeman. But even then, why would he want to subject himself to something as insufferable as this? Anyway, here goes nothing. 72 minutes, without credits, and no supervising animators. So here we go. We get a brief recap of the events of the first film, only for Mushu to rudely interrupt the Guardians.
Mushu. That's what I'm talking about.
That is a Caucasian actor trying to sound African American. And it is worse than forced. Mark Mosley has already ruined his character, and it's only going to get worse. You went from voicing Mira in Shrek 2 the very same year to this. What's even worse is that he's the voice of Mushu in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Even the guardian spirits cannot stand this self-entitled brat now that he is a guardian spirit again.
Mulan saves China one time, and now he thinks he's the emperor.
I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. The music this time is provided by Joel McNeil, someone who's no stranger to the Kingdom of Isolation and was last seen writing the music for Jungle Book 2.
Relax, child. The spirits tell me Shang will arrive and propose to Mulan before the sun sets.
Times like this, I wonder why I agreed to do this. You have the grandmother, you have Fa Li, and you have Fa Zhu, voiced again by June Foray, Fried Fo Shen, and Sun Tek Ho, respectively. Mulan is voiced again by Ming Na Wen, who's practicing her combat in the field instead of doing her chores. She then decides to teach the kids in song form. No! Also, lesson number 1. You couldn't come up with a better title. The lyrics don't help either when you're mixing them with kiais. First, give the song a better title. 2, take out all the kiais. And finally, give us some better lyrics. Janine Tesori and Scott Erickson are to blame for this and the songs in this film. Shang arrives, voiced again by B.D. Wong.
Mulan, I haven't known you for very long, but I feel that doesn't matter so much when a man is in...
Could this sound any more forced if you tried? Mulan tells the kids to go home, with Shang trusting one of the kids with his helmet. Why? Mulan just said you're not getting it back. So Mulan accepts his proposal for marriage, and now comes the real slog.
You know, baby, this must be a magical moment for you.
It's not every day I get engaged.
Nah, I meant telling me you're engaged.
Would you please shut the hell up?
Didn't even need to ask for Chris Jericho. He just knew. Like I said earlier, this is a Caucasian actor trying to be African American. Your casting choices disgust me sometimes, Disney. There is one catch with Mushu. He will no longer be the guardian for Mulan, as it will be Shang's ancestors taking over the role. Mushu also wants to plan the wedding. Absolutely not! Back with fake Murphy. Yeah, I said what I said. Mushu's given a pink slip.
The pink slip is for you.
Can the pink slip also be for the voice actor? The Guardians are going to be happy to have him back on Gong duty. Please make this happen!
Mushu's on his way out! Mushu's on his way out!
I really hope that is the case. 59 minutes to go. I can do this. Yes, I am counting down the minutes until this film is over, and I never have to suffer it again. Wedding's on hold thanks to orders from the Emperor, voiced again by the late great Pat Morita. You get some yin-yang symbolism here with Mulan's black horse and Shang's white horse. This is going to be a yin-yang relationship between them. Mulan's parents give them presents, their yin-yang necklaces that belonged to their ancestors. Shang gets the yin, and Mulan gets the yang.
Oh yeah, sure, she seems happy. That's the real tragedy here. The girl don't even realize how miserable she is. That's why I gotta nip this thing in the bud.
You're going to what? All this over your obsession to stay on your pedestal and keep your job.
Man, how could I have been so selfish?
You are being selfish! So decides to enact a plan to break them up.
Ooh, so I guess that means you're on board.
No, he's telling you, you're on the level of a useless Canadian! Shang and Mulan make it to the Emperor's Palace, where I will give the film this. At least the score continues to use Oriental compositions throughout. Thanks, Joel, for giving me something to tolerate. Shang suggests using his forces to take down the Mongolians, or Mongols, as they're called here. Don't even try and mispronounce that because you're gonna look like a disableist.
No, General.
I plan to defeat this enemy without the use of force.
Peace was never an option for Mushu. The Emperor suggests forming a union with them, an alliance with Qi Gong. If you mispronounce that ever so slightly, you're in for a duel of the fates. The mission is to escort 3 princesses to Qi Gong. Qi Gong? There we go. Case in point. Qui-Gon Jinn. Duel of the Fates. Qi Gong for arranged marriages. Oh, and they also have 3 days. Why is it always 3 days in everything? Oliver and Company, Little Mermaid, now Mulan 2. Any examples I'm missing? Any other examples I'm missing? And also, the princesses are the Emperor's daughters.
China's most honorable and noble soldiers.
These are the 3 men that Shang is choosing. The comic reliefs. Ling, Zhenpo, and Yang. Voiced again by Geri Watanabe, Jerry Tondo, and Harvey Fierstein, respectively. Ling also gets a pot in the face. No, this will not get the proper treatment. At least these 3 still have the chemistry that made them so memorable in the first film. I cannot believe I am praising a 0% film. We then get a redux of a girl worth fighting for. They reunite with Mulan and Shang to save China, with the mission starting tonight. I'm finding it really hard not to be critical of moments like this. Music, animation, no dialogue, and Yao is in love with one of the princesses. Mulan gets to know the princesses, and there's just one small problem.
We don't know. We've never met them.
Really?
Biggest issue with arranged marriages. Mushu is just giving me more and more excuses to punch him in the throat, and then punch him in the face.
Yeah, just enough time to stop Mulan from making the biggest mistake of her life.
Wow. Just wow! Wow! Who's to blame for this horrific script? Michael Locker, Chris Parker, and Roger S.H. Schulman? Case in point.
There's no face. This is my face, that's all.
Oh, this is horrific. Why? Also, can Mushu scream hypocrite any louder for those at the back? Calling Mulan selfish when you're being the selfish one. One last set of names for the cast, and then we can focus on the film. The princesses. Lucy Liu is Mei, best known for Kill Bill and Kung Fu Panda, and would also voice Silver Mist in the Tinkerbell films, which I'll get to in due course. Sandra Oh voices Ting Ting, Lartian in Turning Red, and Lauren Tom voicing Sue, best known for Futurama. The horses stop for water, giving Mei the perfect excuse to be with Yao. Zhenpo helps Sue get a pair off the tree, while Ling is stuck with the stubborn Ting Ting.
You don't want to let your guard down. Get it? Guard down?
And that's just forced and not funny. Ugh, yikes. Ugh, yikes. Ugh, not funny. Oh yeah, the singing voices. Yeah, forgot about them. Disney legend Lea Salonga. Yes, she is a Disney legend. 2011. She received that honor. Is back from Mulan. Beth Blankenship for Mei. And Judy Kuhn, who worked on Pocahontas, is the singing voice for Ting Ting. And Mandy Gonzalez for Sue.
My duty is to my heart.
Oh, hello, Hidden Mickey. How long left? 40 minutes. We're almost halfway. I can do this. Mushu decides to put his plan into action to end the relationship between Shang and Mulan. This is scum of the earth behavior right here.
This is gonna be delicious.
No, this is going to be disgusting. Even the horse is disgusted at what you're trying to do. Even the horse. Several attempts later. Then the tension starts to brew as the carriage starts to roll down the hill. Carriage destroyed, but everyone's okay.
My fault.
I am so tempted to strangle that dragon right now. Now tension starts brewing between Shang and Mulan, just like Mushu wanted. Yay! Said no one ever.
Scout report. I found a village and a path to it through the forest.
Forest path?
Great. Show us.
Honestly, the convenience of all this. They apologize to each other, and Mushu is not pleased at all. No, he does not deserve to be absolutely livid.
That's no smile. That's a mask of pain.
How many times do I have to punch you in your throat and then punch you in your face for you to
Shut the hell up!
Thank you, Jericho. 34 minutes. We're over halfway. Oh, thanks, Bon Jovi. So, apparently, Mushu's plan is 18 phases. And we've only just done phase 1. I am not sitting through the next 17. Ting Ting starts to fall for Ling, even if she's in denial. Mei gets told off for running away, or planning to run away. Next song in the film, Like Other Girls, which started off okay, and then only to go south very quickly.
Dance around my underwear.
Yeah, no, I did not need to see that, and now I can't unsee it. This is just a cringe fest. This whole song is just a cringe fest. Mushu decides to taunt Shang in his sleep, causing more unnecessary tension between him and Mulan. So Mushu makes insulting creations of Mulan talking to the princesses. And it doesn't end well. Seriously, absolutely screw you, scum of the earth.
Mushu, I don't know what to do.
Here's what you need to do. Get rid of Mushu permanently. Also, Mulan, use your brain. Mushu's behind all this.
I think I better handle this one on my own. Shang's on a short fuse as it is. Just make sure nothing wakes him up.
Better idea. Make sure Mushu doesn't be a... Clearly, Mushu is just going to continue being absolute scum. At the beginning, at the village, we see one of the shopkeepers, voiced by Michelle Shaw, whose ice skating was worked into her character. Su and Shenpo are just so cute together. Same with Mei and Yao.
So there he goes.
Damn! Yao wins her a fluffy puppy. Panda wins her a fluffy panda. Ling is trying too hard to be a kid. It's when you don't need to try that she loves being with you. Don't force the comedy, just let it happen naturally. Mulan is elated for the 3 couples, only for Shang to spoil the party. Thanks to Mushu! Again!
I'm so sorry to break up your little party.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
I am so tempted to strangle Mushu while punching him in the throat and then punching him in the face. 20 minutes to go. Finish line's getting closer. Shang makes it explicitly clear that the boys cannot be with the princesses at all.
Isn't it a great day?
Look around you, idiot. All this is your fault. Everyone is miserable because of your selfish behavior. The cuteness between the boys and the princesses is one of the only things that's distracted me from how terrible this whole experience is.
You know you always got me. The old team. Right?
You're always looking out for me, Mushu.
Wake up, Mulan! He's been absolute scum since the beginning of the film!
Oh, I can't stand it no more. The only thing wrong with you and Shang is me. I'm the one that got between you.
Oh my word. Take your loving off! Take your loving off! Mulan goes to straighten things out with Shang, only to walk right into an ambush. The Mongols head off with Mei, while Shang and Mulan try to chase them down, making it to the bridge and saving Mei.
I'm sorry.
Shang sacrifices himself. Don't worry, he's not dead. You'll see later. 12 minutes left. I'm almost there. Mulan's heartbroken at the loss of Shang. This is all your fault, Mushu! Mulan is determined to finish the mission. Told you he wasn't dead. Mulan makes it to Qigong, promising to marry one of the princes instead, allowing the princesses to be with the boys.
You will make a fine bride for my eldest son, Prince Jiki.
Now, why does that voice sound so familiar? That's because it's Keong Young as Lord Qin. And that voice is so familiar because it's a shape-shifting master of darkness, wielding a foolish samurai warrior, wielding a magic sword, wielding an unspeakable evil, wielding a foolish samurai warrior, wielding a magic sword, wielding an unspeakable coconut. Prince Jiki, Mr. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
She's so old.
Now that's just rude. 9 minutes left. We are so close. We are so close now. Shang heads to Qigong to get Mulan back, and the rest follow behind.
I would give up 1,000 pedestals if I could stop this.
Why? Seriously, why? After everything you did to break up Mulan and Shang, after everything you did, why would Fa Mulan, hero of China, ever want to forgive you? The wedding takes place, and the music here is pretty somber. Until Shang crashes the wedding. Mushu decides to impersonate the Golden Dragon of Unity, the only nice thing he's done with less than 5 minutes to go.
And I've never seen two people more right for one another than this lovely couple right here.
Can you scream hypocrite any louder, you irredeemable scumbag? So Shang and Mulan get married. The boys get married to the princesses, and...
Well, thank you, Cricky. I did do good, didn't I?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Wait, what's going on? Shang's combining the temples of his and Mulan's families, meaning...
It means...
Yeah, what? What? It means what?
Unfortunately, you get to keep your pedestal.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Let's just get to the scores and get this over with. The story gets 1 point. Mulan abandons the emotional weight and heroism of the original for a paper-thin plot about escorting 3 princesses to arranged marriages. The story feels like filler, predictable, meandering, and lacking any real stakes or creativity. What was once a tale of bravery and identity becomes a shallow romantic detour with none of the heart that defined Mulan to begin with. The characters, they also get 1 point. Characterization hits rock bottom. Mulan loses much of her strength and wit, Shang becomes a bland romantic foil, and the new princesses barely register beyond their one-note personalities. Even if I did praise how cute they were with the boys. But the biggest downfall is Mushu, who transforms from a charming loyal sidekick into a grating, self-absorbed pest. His jealousy-driven sabotage of Mulan and Shang's relationship makes him almost unbearable to watch, more antagonist than ally. The visuals I'm going to give a 4. The animation is serviceable for a direct-to-video sequel. It retains some of the original's aesthetic charm, especially with the opening, with the drawing on their, I think it was like rice paper, I think it is. Vibrant colors, graceful character designs, and decent action moments. But it's noticeably cheaper and flatter. It looks fine, but the visual magic that once made Mulan feel epic is mostly gone. Soundtrack, 3.5. The songs are pleasant, but unremarkable. Lesson number 1 is a mild highlight, and that's being generous. But none of the music comes close to matching the iconic power of the original's soundtrack. The score does a competent job evoking a sense of adventure, but it can't elevate the weak storytelling. And now, The Legacy, a big fat 0. Seriously, how many films have I given a big fat 0 in this run covering the direct-to-video sequels? How many is that? Mulan 2 leaves no mark, no memorable moments, quotes, or cultural impact. It's widely forgotten, for the best, often dismissed and generally regarded as one of Disney's most unnecessary sequels. next to Hunchback 2. Thanks. Sorry, I feel like every time I mention Hunchback 2, I just end up throwing up in my mouth. It's not pleasant. The film adds nothing to Mulan's legacy, and if anything, slightly tarnishes it. That's how bad this is. And as mentioned at the start, this has the dishonor of having 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is the first direct-to-video film that I have actually had this. This is the first Disney Toon Studios film that has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And we're going to go into more detail, so fasten your seatbelts. According to Scott Gwynn of Cinema Blend, Mulan 2 is a direct-to-DVD disgrace that takes everything excellent about its predecessor film, rips it to shreds, and uses it for rat cage lining. Yeah! They did not hold back. TV Guide reviewer Robert Pardy isn't any less critical. Gave the film 2 out of 5 stars, and that's being generous, saying the original Mulan was heralded for adding a spunky heroine to the Disney canon of distressed princesses. But despite its excellent voice cast, this sequel merely apes the success of live-action martial arts films. Do I go through the rest? Just look up Mulan 2 on Rotten Tomatoes and you'll see the reviews for yourself. I don't have time. The score, 19%. A hollow, forgettable sequel that strips away the strength and spirit of the original. Mulan 2 looks and sounds adequate at best, but its story and characters, especially Mushu, make it one of Disney's most disappointing follow-ups. It is in between Cinderella 2 and Hunchback 2 on the scoreboard. Do not dishonor yourself by watching. Otherwise, just do not dishonor yourself by watching this. Otherwise, you're bringing dishonor on your whole family, and we're going to note this down because it's not just going to be dishonor on your family, it's going to be dishonor on you, and it's going to be dishonor on your cow. And that is it for this episode of The Kingdom of Isolation. If you enjoyed me tearing this abomination apart, please hit the thumbs up so that I know that my work was not in vain. And if you want to be part of the Kingdom of Isolation yourself, you can hit the subscribe button down at the bottom, click the bell, turn on notifications so you don't miss when an episode goes live on this channel. The next episode, well, the next 2 episodes, are also going to include this year's Halloween special. Hey, it's the first Halloween special in the Kingdom of Isolation. It took me long enough. And we're heading back to the 100-acre wood. I cannot wait.
Pooh's Half-a-Lump movie.
Till then, make each moment count, and I'll see you guys next time in the Kingdom of Isolation. And we are done with Mulan 2. I am never doing this. I am never coming to this film again.